This is the Haunted Mansion Parlor on the Disney Destiny, a speakeasy themed after Disney Imagineering's crowning achievement, and my favorite ride of all time. Let's take a tour inside. Let's start with finding it, because appropriately, it does not scream for attention. You're walking down a corridor on the ship, and if you're not paying attention, you will pass it. It feels intentional. Like the mansion itself, it reveals itself slowly. Then you notice the hallway shift. The lighting gets moodier, and suddenly that unmistakable purple Haunted Mansion wallpaper appears, wrapping the corridor like you've just stepped into the stretching room queue. Right outside the entrance, there's a glass display case featuring the 2 tiki mugs you can purchase inside. They're presented like artifacts, one of them tied to the Siren Ethereal Encore with that Medusa-inspired sculpt. It immediately signals that this isn't just a bar, it's a curated experience. Before you even open the door, there are nods to the park. A Tomb Sweet Tomb cross stitch hanging on the wall like it's been there for decades. A familiar style door knocker. It feels domestic, morbidly domestic. Then you step inside. The room is intimate. It seats well under 50 people comfortably, which makes it feel exclusive without trying too hard. The lighting flickers subtly, nothing is aggressive, it's all atmosphere. The decor is dense in the best possible way. Every wall rewards you for staring at it. The portraits immediately grab your attention. Just like the attraction, they shift. One moment, you're looking at a dignified sailor, a bride, a captain, and then the image morphs into something ghostly, decayed, or corrupted. It's not a screen slapped on the wall. It feels integrated. It's classic Haunted Mansion visual storytelling, the living and the dead coexisting in the same frame. At the center of the room is the aquarium, and this is where I just stood and stared for a long while. Inside, skeletal fish drift through the tank using a Pepper's Ghost style illusion. They appear, glide through the water, and vanish. It's subtle and old school in the best way. Practical magic. It feels like something that could have existed in 1969, just updated for the ship at sea. That balance between nostalgia and innovation is exactly why the Haunted Mansion works as a concept, and it works here too. There's also a mirror effect in the space that reveals ghostly presences behind the bar. Madame Leota appears. The hitchhiking ghosts materialize and fade. It's quick, almost like you imagined it. You turn to confirm, and they're gone. That's the trick. It keeps you questioning what you saw. When Madame Leota manifests, there are moments when elements in the room suddenly react. It's never over the top. It's theatrical restraint. And that restraint is what makes it feel authentic to the attraction rather than gimmicky.
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Oh, I see. The mouse.
You've done this before. Toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond. Wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
And then there are the deep cuts. Raleigh Crump's influence is all over this space. If you're a Haunted Mansion history nerd, like I am, that's where things get really special. Some of the characters and design elements trace back to early concept art. The strange, slightly surreal ideas that shaped what the mansion would eventually become. You feel that playful weirdness in the room. It's elegant, but it's also a little odd, a little experimental. Exactly how it should be. Now, let's talk about the drinks, because they are not an afterthought. One of the highlights is the Chilling Challenge, My Way. It's presented as a signature experiential cocktail, and they mean experiential. There's smoke, there's a moment, there's ceremony to it, and when you order it, you're handed a death certificate. It's theatrical without being corny. It leans into the lore. Then there's the Siren Ethereal Encore, which comes in a souvenir Medusa tiki mug that looks like it belongs in an Adventures Club relic case. It's sculpted, detailed, and absolutely collectible. We also tried the Ghost Ship and Tale of a Rat, both beautifully presented both in theme, both feeling like they were designed by someone who actually understands why Haunted Mansion fans love Haunted Mansion. But the real insider moment is the hidden drink. If you flip the menu tablet on its side and pay attention, there's a riddle. Solve it, and you unlock the Restless Spirits cocktail experience. 2 drinks, 1 gin-based, 1 whiskey-based, served in a gargoyle goblet, inspired by the ride stanchions from the attraction queue. It comes with special edition themed sodas, and before you mix them, you're instructed to scream when you pop the bottles open.
You call this a scream?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, and...
It's ridiculous, it's theatrical, it's completely on brand. And somehow, it doesn't feel forced. It feels like you're participating in a bit of mansion lore. What I appreciate most is that the Haunted Mansion Parlor doesn't just copy the ride. It understands it. It understands that the mansion is funny, that it's self-aware, that it's about illusion and suggestion, not jump scares, that it respects its own mythology. Before we left, I spent time near a Raleigh Crump-inspired head bust displayed in the space, a quiet tribute to one of the creative forces who helped shape the original concept of the Haunted Mansion. Ending the visit there felt right, like a nod back to the Imagineers who made all of this possible in the first place. And then there's the guest book. A literal guest book where you can sign your name like you're checking into the afterlife. It's such a simple touch, but it reinforces the storytelling. You're not just visiting a bar, you're entering the mansion. Long story short, if you're sailing on the Disney Destiny or the Disney Treasure, the Haunted Mansion Parlor isn't optional. For someone who has always believed the Haunted Mansion is Disney Imagineering's crowning achievement, this felt like stepping into an extension of that legacy, just floating in the middle of the ocean. And yes, I will absolutely hurry back.